It's July 2nd, and we have Pixel news, question mark? So this actually isn't completely out of the ordinary. I mean, all the way back to Pixel 4, we see Google leaking the phone early on purpose, which is a very smart PR move, and I really liked how they did that. But the way this was done, this pink Pixel 9 apparently, that looks very much like an iPhone 14, but I actually really like that. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I think that was really, really smart. Multiple reasons why, and I've actually mentioned this in a few videos before. So this is from a guy named Hani Mohammed Biaud. I don't think I pronounced that right. That's him on Twitter. It says Pixel 9 is already out in Algeria, storage 256 gigs, color pink. I'll keep you updated tomorrow morning, which would be today. And that's all he's posted, so I would assume that's the only update he's got. He does have some more pictures. You can scroll down and see right here. And again, it is very reminiscent of an iPhone 14, specifically because of the color. But I'm going to talk about that in a second. I really like this choice. This is very early for a Pixel leak like this. And I think this is to do with the August announced Google event that's going to happen in August, a month and a half from now. They, it seems, are shifting their launch date back by 2 months, which is extremely smart. I liked the ballsy move to go after Apple, to kind of be like, we're not going to plan around you guys. Because OnePlus will bend over backwards almost every year and change their announce date or their keynote or whatever you're going to call it, based around when Apple's is, and they'll like move it back 2 weeks or move it forward 2 weeks or like that. I've seen that happen multiple times. It's such like a, forgive me for using this term, but a beta move. Like, just release it when you're going to release it. Don't let Apple choose when you're going to do something. But on the other hand, I do get it. Apple's release date just completely dominates the news every single year for like a month and a half around the date that they announced the new iPhone. Google especially, because when people think Apple, they're like, well, okay, well, we're done. That's all, folks. Like, that's it. That's the end of the year. That's the end of the tech season. And then they're like, oh, no, wait, actually, there's an honorable mention. It's just the Google phone. Like, that's kind of how it came across to me anyway. So this is a really, really smart move. I'm very happy that this is happening. Like I said, I've talked about this in videos before, and I've wished they would have done this probably 2 years ago. So good for you, Google. Anyway, let's talk about the actual Pixel. All right, so this is Hani Mohammed's Twitter feed. Shout out to him for leaking this. He's the Algeria version of what I was able to do here in the States. Got it a little bit early, and I didn't have any embargo agreement, so why not? But here it is. Like I said, it says Pixel 9 already out in Algeria, storage 256. Obviously, the color is very pink. So let's see him kind of give us a little overview here. Looks good. Looks like a Pixel. Also looks like an iPhone. So I will give you that. All that the people a couple months ago that were like, this new Pixel is going to look like an iPhone. People say that every year. I kind of ignore them at this point. It's very annoying to me. This one specifically with the rounder edges, with the G on the back, which is how it's been. That's how it's been displayed as far as the Google logo. But specifically this look, for some reason, is very reminiscent of an iPhone to me. I think it's probably the color. I think it's the pastel-ish. And then you have like the darker pink here for the Google. You can't really see the lenses on here, which isn't really an iPhone thing because they kind of highlight their lenses. But I don't know, just the clean lines and the very round edges of the camera bar and the corners of the phone. And then once you look down here, this aluminum looks very iPhone reminiscent. The way it's dyed, the way it's colored. I love this. I think it's a really, really good look, and I'm very excited to see this phone in person soon. Subscribe. It does look like an iPhone. I do like that it's glossy. I'm one of those people who, I know a lot of people love the matte finish phones. I love the matte finish on the Pixel 8 Pro. It's a very, very classy look, but, I am a sucker for a good glossy phone. I don't know. It's ever since the iPhone 4, I just really like the glossy finish. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I grew up with iPhone 4, but I'm actually in favor of this. It's definitely going to get fingerprints on it, but we're beyond that at this point. Yeah, see that aluminum? Now, what I would love to see is be surprised by Google and have this be Pixel 9. I've heard some rumors as far as Pixel 9 Pro, Pixel 9 Pro XL, Pixel 9 Pro Fold, which would be a cleaner branding. I don't know how legitimate all those are. I've just seen them here and there on Twitter. I don't really have any references or sources or anything for that information. It's just kind of the what I've heard. But I would love to see a Pro phone, as far as the 9 Pro, get ports back. I would love to have an SD card reader, which I know will never happen. I'm not actually legitimately wishing Google would do this, because I know that will never happen, and I've never used an SD card reader, even when I did have one on my phone. But I would love to see, well, I would have said before this most recent software update, I want to see USB-C with video out, so I can screen mirror. I want to see a SD card. I want to see a high quality headphone jack. Like, I want to see ports. MacBook Pro, used to anyway, has a couple more ports now. Needs ports. Like, a Pro device, if you're going to use this as a Pro device, needs ports. Less so on a phone, because USB-C covers almost everything. If you have ports, if you have stuff you can do, you can, I don't know. I mean, I know you can make just USB-C connections too, but like, you can hook mics up, and you don't have to mess with Bluetooth, and you don't have to mess with pairing, and you don't have to like, none of that. It's so much easier. Just you plug it right in and it works. Same thing with USB-C. I really hope that now that Apple's on board with USB-C, because I knew kind of that's probably what we were waiting for as far as accessories go, we'll get a lot more Pro accessories for Pixel, for USB-C, but that I can use with Pixel. And what I wish is, step farther from that, is that Google would commission some of their own, like, hey, we will pay you an extra XYZ commission if you put made for Pixel on the box, or if you specifically make this version of your thing that you make for iPhone for Pixel. Like, this is our thing, this is our camera, this is our video, this is how we operate, this is the level of professionalism you're getting with this, and we want one of your accessories to go with it. Same thing with Nomad leather cases, but I kind of don't think we're ever going to get that. They stopped with the 4s, and they just have had no interest, except Pixel Buds. They keep making new ones for the Pixel Buds and the Pros and stuff, which doesn't make sense to me, but okay. But I'm definitely on board with this. Let me know if you guys are also on board with this, if you're excited for this, if you don't really care, if this is a terrible look to you, what would you change? What would you redesign about it? What would you like to see instead of this if you don't like it? If you do like it, tell me your top 2 reasons why, because I'm very curious. I love the color and I love the clean lines. Those are my 2 call outs with this one. So let me know what you do and don't like about it. Remember to subscribe, because I will be, I'm back at AT&T now. So I will be, sharing that early information once we get the Pixels, probably next month. And yeah, we'll go from there. So thank you guys, and thanks for watching.